What's up with Jared Verse, Em?
So Jared Verse was on Adam Schefter's podcast, and Adam Schefter was asking him about his past season. He was Defensive Rookie of the Year.
When you look back at your rookie year, what stands out most about it to you now?
To me, if I'm being honest with you, it's all the mistakes I made and still was able to make an impact. Like, yeah, I was doing a lot of things, but I probably left around 10 sacks on the field just from a little too inside, a little too this, a little too that, not taking the extra step. And looking at that, I'm like, damn, like, that's not happening no more. So the things that I can do now is a whole different conversation.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that you left 10 sacks out on the field in a season in which you had 4.5 sacks and 18 quarterback hits and 75 plus pressures as a rookie. So what are we thinking sophomore year sack-wise?
Oh, all I know is it's going to be up. That's all I know, because I'm not giving them up like I was last year. I've learned to take that little extra step, keep my feet underneath me. Now I'm taking everything I got this year.
What will be the difference in correcting some of those mistakes, Jared?
It's being more intentional in it. Like my first year, I was kind of like just kind of going out there wild and doing my little thing. Now I realize how important every step is. Everything has to be intentional. You do everything for a reason. Like in the middle of the night, you're not just going to wake up, walk to your kitchen for no reason and go to bed. Like you're going to wake up, go grab a glass of water. Like you got to be intentional with everything you do.
That sounds like McVay, doesn't it?
He said it 3 times.
Yeah.
You have to be intentional. That is a very McVay phrase.
I sometimes say it. It's true. You got to be intentional about the things you do. But he is I'm looking at the early part of that season last year and all the mobile quarterbacks. We were talking about that. We even had a new phrase for that. When quarterbacks break contain, we said, don't let these quarterbacks jump out the window.
Yeah.
Because that's what it looks like. You had heat from day one. Everything we said about Verse and Fisk, they were doing early. They just couldn't get the sacks. So I'm looking at all these. You get quarterback hit, tackle for loss, no sack. 2 quarterback hits versus Chicago, a tackle for loss, no sacks. Then you go to Green Bay, same thing. All these mobile quarterbacks in a row. So you're winning. You're beating guys up front. You're doing what they pay you to do. You just can't get that little sprite on the ground. That's the stuff that drives you nuts. So it's kind of, you've heard this before. It's that movie Colors. Is the first time I heard this story about the 2 bulls sitting on the
let's walk down
and so he was the young bull. He's running in there. You beat your guy and you're so excited. These quarterbacks can hear you and see you come and give you a little look. Kyler Murray's out the back door.
Right.
So now he knows what these guys can do. Now he knows how valuable these moments are. Don't let them get out. Don't waste good pass rush moves.
Technique or approach.
That's you. That's you. The technique and everything that's helping you get off the football, reading what you see, beating the guy in front, that's all practice stuff. Once you get beyond that guy, once you win, now it's you.
Yeah.
Calm down, make sure you get your money, don't miss.
So if he had 4.5, was it him? He had 4.5 last season. He thinks he could up that by 10, 14.5, which doesn't seem, I mean, that's a lot, but that's not super far-fetched.
Think about it this. He won Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year with 4.5 sacks as an edge guy.
Yeah.
That's like 10, 12, 15. You got to set the world on fire. Right. He got it with 4.5. That means he's always there. He just can't finish the play.
This is going to feel gratuitous at Anthony Davis, and I don't mean it like that, but it's just the first name that popped into my head. There were a lot of Laker games. Anthony Davis is a great player. Period, sentence. Yeah. He is. But there were many, many times you'd watch a Laker game and you would lose Anthony Davis. Like you forget, oh, God, he's out there. I didn't even notice him for the last 5 or 6 minutes of gameplay. Just didn't notice him. That's never the case with Jared Verse.
Oh, no, he's always there.
He was highly visible from the moment the game starts on every defensive series that Jared Verse was involved in all of it all
He's
the time.
legit. And I said this, and I meant it, and I said it in jest, but I kind of meant it. What do I keep saying about him to you? Enjoy him while you can.
Yeah.
Because he's going to keep getting better. At some point, you won't be able to afford him. The one thing that I wish could have happened is if Aaron would have come back for one more year to team with him. Just 1 year. And just teach him that stuff and have him understand that a little bit faster. That 4.5 might have been 14.
Yeah.
Had you had that leader right there next to you. Hey, man, you need to slow down once you win.
Putting the cart way ahead of the horse here. But you've also you said that about Verse a lot. Enjoy him while you can, because when it comes time for him to get paid,
he's going to be expensive.
He's going to be very expensive.
And you've already paid one dude like a quarterback. I don't think you'd be willing to do it twice.
You've also said you do pay special. Could he be special?
Yes, very special, but I mean, having AD Paying a guy that much money that plays that position is very prohibitive. The only thing is, he is the greatest thing we've ever seen. But it does make it makes everything hard.
Yeah.
So you may want to think twice about tying up that much money to that position.